Hello fellow hunters, JBiz Hunts back with a different kind of video today. I've been kind of doing that a lot lately. With Valentine's Day around the corner, and after my What Grinds My Gears video, I wanted to switch things up and show some love to the Hunter Call the Wild with a bit of a love letter, if you will. This game has given me thousands of hours of joy over the past 8 years, 2,600 hours and over 21,000 harvests to be exact. And this video can be a bonus for Expansive Worlds considering this is an 8-year anniversary present as well. Call of the Wild launched on February 16th, 2017 and has been entertaining all of us ever since. So let's dive in. You know what I really love about the Hunter Call of the Wild? The landscapes. Let's start with the obvious. It's that they're beautiful. Just when you think Expansive Worlds has nothing left to give us, they bring us to Nepal with these beautiful rhododendron flowers in the south and the majestic mountains of the Himalayas in the northern Himal region. The crazy thing is that the oldest map in the game, Hirschfeld, still holds up as one of the most beautiful maps you could explore. From the strawberry fields to the historical World War I bunkers in Schönfeld, I'm still in awe of this game. As much as New England mountains may not be my favorite map to play, it does take me home. I grew up in the eastern part of Canada and we share much of the same terrain as the New England mountains. And the fall colors with the beautiful rivers and the lakes, it just really takes me back home. I'm sure we all have that favorite map that we think is beautiful, but that's the beauty in the landscapes, is that we can all feel like it was made just for you. Whether you were a grinder, you like to run and gun, or just walk in nature, no one can dispute that this game's fictional world within our own is just pretty amazing. You know what I really love about the Hunter Call of the Wild? The maps. Most of the people who get to play this game will never travel to most of these countries that these maps are based on. We currently, at the time of this video, have 16 maps based on 12 different countries, and the maps that share the same country, could be argued they have different terrain and hunts in them themselves. It's hard to get bored when you can instantly fly to Africa and take down 2 of the big 5 in Lions and Cape Buffalo, then zip to New Zealand and drop a Sika deer in its tracks before finishing your hunt in Argentina, sneaking up on a majestic puma, all in a day's work, right? In my life, I'm fortunate. I've traveled, but I would be lying if I said that I would be able to go to all these places, and the Hunter Call of the Wild lets me do that. Their maps also play homage to the cultures they belong in. I challenge everyone to do the missions and learn a little bit more about each region that you get to travel to. You know what I really love about the Hunter Call of the Wild? The scoring system. Honestly, despite all its faults, the scoring system is a bang on for Hunter Call of the Wild, and I wouldn't want them to change too much of it. To have a non-medal rating for a doe makes sense, and to range from bronze, silver, and gold medals for an increasing difficulty in trophy scores is a nice way to score it, as most people know that type of scoring from sports and other competitions. To add diamond as the top medal rating is awesome, as diamonds are seen as very rare, and we treasure them as humans. Heck, we give them as a symbol of love and marriage as an example. I even love the troll mechanic. I know I may have been harsh about 3 specific animals in my What Grinds My Gears video, but trolls in general are needed in the game. It adds to the suspense and the what-if factor that if they are all guaranteed, it honestly wouldn't be as fun. I remember my first diamond moose in 2019, and he was drinking at Beaumont Lake, which they don't even drink at that lake right now in the game. I was so nervous, I made sure I had my consecutive harvest checks, I made sure I had the right weapon, heck, I even crawled in from 200 meters to not spook it. When I was a teenager, I went grouse hunting, and I remember when I bagged my first one, the way that I felt the adrenaline, the heart pounding, sweat on my palms. That's how it felt, honestly, getting my first diamond. That's why I continue to play this game, and that's why I love their scoring system. You know what I really love about the Hunter Call of the Wild? The variety of items available to us. I cannot count how many DLCs are available in the Hunter Call of the Wild. I just know that there's a lot. I know we have over 10 weapon packs available, and that's not including ATV, dogs, tents, and other items available that you can download. I know not every DLC will hit the mark for everyone. It's dang near impossible, but I do know that there's at least a little bit of something for everyone in there. If you like the duck hunt, there's the duck and cover DLC. That hits the mark for those players. I know for me personally that my favorite is the Scopes and Crosshairs DLC. It helps with the playstyle that I have of constantly getting to level 60 and pressing new game to continuously get new maps and play different each time. For weapons, maybe you want to hunt like it's the 1800s with muzzle loaders and use the Smoking Barrels DLC. You know what I really love about the Hunter Call of the Wild? The relationship between the developers and the community. This relationship I have never seen in my decades of playing video games. While other games holds questions and answers regularly on Tuesdays to connect with their players base. Heck, They even hired Jaxie Beard, who was one of us, to be our mascot. They may not listen to every single ask or every question that we have, but they do listen, and they do deliver on a majority of what we want as a whole player base. This ecosystem that they've created between player and developer is crazy, and wouldn't exist without their efforts to serve us and the game that we love. For that, I am super thankful, and hopefully this partnership that they've created can last for future years and future releases. You know what I really love about the Hunter Call of the Wild? The different play styles. The fact that this game has so many ways it can be played is just awesome. It can literally give fun to anyone. If you are a run and gunner like the indoor hunter, and just like to run around your map looking for diamonds and rares, this game is for you. No boundaries, just hitting the map in a straight line and seeing what you can come up with. If you are a grinder and love to grind animals for great ones, diamonds, and maybe even rares, like Scarecrow or Chopper 2 in 1, this game is for you. You can set up tents, manage your herds, blast fallows, moose, whitetails, red fox, pheasants, tar, red deer until you obtain the ultimate prize, a great one. Maybe you are a nature enthusiast who loves to take pictures and enjoy rare furs like Mel's Gaming. You can literally stock up to a rare trophy find like an albino whitetail deer and snap picturesque pictures of a once-in-a-lifetime animal. Me, I'm more of a hybrid player, like Lady Legend, Flinter, or Pro XCK, who do grinds, but we also like to run and gun. We also like collecting trophies, doing missions, and trying to fill our lodges. You get to choose your playstyle, and the game allows you to play in that way. When most games are black and white with their playstyle, it seems Call of the Wild is a rainbow of all possibilities. You know what I really love about the Hunter Call of the Wild? The content creators. Since I mentioned content creators in the playstyle, I would be remiss if I didn't say that it's those content creators that make me really love Call of the Wild. I really love this game, and I think I stayed as engaged as I have in it over the years by following and watching some of really cool content creators help push the community and promote this amazing game. Expansive Worlds does an amazing job of pushing and promoting these people who put in hours of work on their YouTube channels to promote them, and you can tell that they appreciate it. Whether you follow Lady Legend for her great guides, her enthusiasm and passion for the game, and her love of moose, of course, or DD33 for his realism and authentic hunting style he brings, as well as his real-life hunt and not just a 4K foray into your console. For Scarecrow's excitement for Great Ones and everything Great One grinding, man, that guy's a machine. To Pro XCK for his guides, I think everyone uses his guides when a new map drops. I know I do. Many other top creators even mentioned that they look at his guides. To some of the up-and-coming content creators that I know you will all be seeing more of in the near future, like Chopper 2 in 1, the king of the engaging stream. That guy has made his whole community around a catchphrase, and I love it. Everyone should see his dirt notes. Will the Hunter, whose guides, in my opinion, rival Pro XCK, but his twist is that he does individual species, which is kind of nice if you were focused on one animal only. Heck, there's even some really good content from Doc the Hunter and the Indoor Hunter as well. They put out quality content, and I think everyone should give them a listen. And, of course, I saved the GOAT for last, Flinter. That guy is special, and I tune in every video to see how he's progressed in the game. He's the best ambassador we have as a player and content creators to the game, and he should be protected at all costs. You know what I really love about the Hunter Call of the Wild? The personal stories. Everyone has a story about how they started playing the Call of the Wild, but for me, this game has given me some pretty special memories, especially with my children. They're not old enough to play just yet, but when they were little babies, I would wake up in the middle of the night, and I was a tired new dad. With work in the morning, I was exhausted, but I still wanted to do my part, and I'd take them to my favorite gaming chair, I'd cuddle them, and I'd rock them back to sleep. And to keep myself awake during all this, I'd put on the Hunter Call of the Wild. If I wasn't careful, I'd start to doze off, and that's a big no-no when you're holding a baby. But the Call of the Wild was there for me, keeping me alert so I could safely be a dad at 2 a.m. With the soft glow of Leighton Lakes lighting up the screen and my little one resting on my shoulder. It's those type of stories that I really love. That's it for this video, fellow hunters. I'd like to hear more about what you love about the game, or who's your favorite content creator, or what's your fondest memory so far in the game. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you want more Hunter Call of the Wild content, please subscribe. And as always, fellow hunters, happy hunting.